Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tee, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy. Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Rob Mellon with the Historical Society of Quincy and Adams County. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
It's kind of a mouthful.
It is a mouthful.
You also do a lot, so it's kind of fitting that it's a mouthful.
It is fitting.
Okay,
yeah,
now Rob, you are the executive director of the QAC, which is also your website. We were joking before that it doesn't really roll off the tongue, but I do think, again, that it's fitting that it's a mouthful.
Every time I have to give somebody my email address, it's a challenge.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Now, you've been with the HSQAC for how long?
Well, since going back to 2016.
Okay.
And, when I started, like, for example, the Governor's Post, which is our newsletter, it was only 2 pages. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we've really expanded out our programming. Our cemetery tours were one night, and now it's like a month long. So, since that time, we've really expanded out our programming and everything we do.
Yeah,
So.
And it's funny that you call this a newsletter. This is an entire magazine, Rob, okay? So let's not sell yourself short, all right? So
It started as a newsletter.
It started as a newsletter. Now it's a full-on magazine, and I was looking through it. There's so much cool stuff here, and I knew that the Historical Society really was, you encapsulate everything Quincy and Adams County, but I may not have really directly understood everything you do, which I know we don't have time for all of that right now, but in a nutshell, can you give me an idea of who the Historical Society, who you are, and what you do for our community?
We've been around a long time. We've been around since 1896. We're one of the oldest historical societies in the state. We predate the Illinois State Historical Society by 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So we're even older than the Illinois State Historical Society.
Interesting.
Actually, there was a history club that went back to the 1840s, which is like the precursor to the Historical Society. So in essence, we've had a historical type presence in the community going back to like the 1840s.
That's incredible.
So we've been around a really long time. Our mission is preservation and education. So we preserve the John Wood Mansion. We have the museum on the square, which is the old public library, and Gardner Museum of Architecture and Design, which has got a huge expansion going on.
Yeah, I was going
right
to say,
now.
I like to call it the mansion expansion because it does look like a mansion and it just rolls off the tongue.
It's cool.
Right?
Yeah, it does sound good.
But it is the museum expansion. We'll get to more of that in just a second because it's a big undertaking right now.
Yeah.
Right.
So those are just a number of things that we do. Because of the education component, we have education programs for the schools. We have videos that we produce for the schools so they can use in their curriculum.
Yeah.
We have adult education, like with the John Wood Community College, monthly speaker series that we have going on. So we do any number of things, but our main effort is preservation and education.
Yeah, which is very apparent in this. And so again, not a newsletter, magazine, but there are so many cool things in this that talk about not just everything you do, but everything Quincy and Adams County in general. Very interesting to sit down and take a look at this. And you've done so well that you've been awarded 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 awards by the Illinois
State Historical Society.
The State Historical Society, which is so cool. Can you give me a little information on what you were recognized for?
So it's called the Best in History Awards.
Okay.
It goes on every year. We were nominated for the Governor's Post in the newsletter area, and then for our book, John Wood and his Adams County, which just came out right before Christmas time.
Right.
And then for our symposium series that's every 18 months. And so those are the 3 that we were nominated for, and we won awards in all 3.
Yeah.
And that will be determined in the end of April.
Okay.
And we'll go and we'll see. We're going to win the award. We just don't know if we win first or second or third.
Okay. Well, I have no doubt it's going to be first. When you're looking at not only the Governor's Post, the magazine that you were nominated for, right?
Sure, yeah.
But also the book launch that you were talking about, which celebrates our bicentennial. right?
That's
and
right.
It's the story of John Wood and his Adams County, which I was just talking to my daughter about this the other day, and we were talking about John Wood because, of course, she has visited the mansion, and she was
Sure.
talking about the cabin and all things John Wood, and she knew more than I did, which I'm a little embarrassed to say. I mean, she's 14, but I was still proud of it. I think this is a really good way to kind of reconnect to our county, to John Wood. And
Yeah, and it goes back to like the very beginning. It
Yeah.
talks about the Native Americans that were here, the Sauk and the Fox, and there's some really interesting stories about John Wood's interaction
Yeah.
with the Native Americans when he shows up. So that's at the beginning, and it takes it all the way through to 1900.
Really?
So the last one, I think, is the formation of the Historical Society.
Yeah.
That's the last story in the
So
book.
cool.
It's a series of stories.
Okay. Yeah, very cool. So maybe we can talk about how people can get their hands on this, but I think that no doubt you have your hands in all of these things, and you do deserve first in these awards. Just looking
Sure we do.
Yes, of course you do. At this, the effort that goes into it, but everything you do for our community. So then, along those lines of what you do for our community, you touched on the John Wood programs. What do those entail? And I know you have other monthly programs. Maybe we can talk a little bit about those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So annually, we normally have our monthly programs.
Okay.
And so basically what happens with those is, it's something tied to the city or some historic event that occurred in the city, and we try to focus on that and tie it into something greater, like something nationally or even internationally.
Sure.
So it might be Paul Tibbetts one month, and coming up this month, it's going to be on an artist called John Quitter, and John Quitter did some of the most famous paintings of the Headless Horseman,
Okay.
Rip Van Winkle, early like 19th century type of art. He lived here for a while and went back to New York City. So that's going to be our program this month.
Okay.
And then because of the bicentennial, we have a monthly series with John Wood, which is the second Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
And this month is Dr. Cacard talking about the medical issues of Abraham Lincoln.
Ooh,
So that'll
interesting.
be this Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay.
So then, are all of these events free?
They are.
Okay,
They
which is
are.
incredible because you'd think that.
It's part of our mission.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And you're a 501(c), right?
We are.
So you're non-for-profit. So all of this is coming to, of course, none of it's free. So we'll talk about donors in just a minute, right? Donors and sponsors. But you do offer so many cool resources to the people in Adams County and in Quincy, including these the symposiums and the monthly courses and magazine. I think it's very cool stuff, and gets people in touch with maybe our roots and the importance of all of these significant events that have happened throughout our history in Adams County and in Quincy, which I think is just really cool. Of course,
Got amazing history.
I was going to say, and I think a lot of people in Quincy, me included, kind of take it for granted. And we take these resources, such as the Historical Society, kind of for granted, because I don't know enough about it. That's why I'm really happy that you came on to talk with me about it.
Happy to do it.
Yes, and then for anybody else who may not know enough or want to learn more, where would they go for more information?
I mean, one easy way is you can just drop by 12th and State, which is our office right across the alley from the John Wood Mansion. It's the visitor center of the mansion. Or you can go into the museum on the square at 4th and Main. We can provide information there. You can go to our website, hsqac.org.
Yep.
And so there's any number of ways. You can give us a call. Our number is 222-1835 because that's the year the mansion was built. So, I mean, any number of ways you can reach out to us. But some of the resources we provide, for example, is people who are starting a business and they're going into an historic building. We have some files on building or homes, and they can come in and we can do some research. If you're a member, it's free, but we'll help anybody that comes in.
Sure.
And the same thing, genealogical stuff, people looking back at their family history and so forth, we can help out with that as well, certainly. And, people come from all over the country and they'll just drop in and, ask about their family, which might have been their great-great whatever grandfather or mother that was here in the county. So
That's incredible.
those are things that we help with
Yeah.
on a daily basis. But then we also maintain the mansion, and we do the museum and the education program. So those are just parts of what we do.
They're all parts that come together to make up the Historical Society. And I've got to tell you, I'm just sitting here like, you do this? And I am born and raised in Quincy. I should know more about this, but I really am.
Everybody should come back to the mansion.
Right?
And a lot of times, I haven't been in there since I was in like grade school.
Field trip.
Yeah,
yes.
It's open every day, and you're welcome to come to the mansion. I always say it's everybody's house. It's Quincy's house.
Yeah.
So, anytime you come, welcome to your house.
Yes. Oh, that is so cool, Rob. I love it. So, of course, there are books available. I'm sure they can learn more about that on the website.
They can go to the museum. We have a little book store in there.
Perfect.
So you can go in and get it there.
Yeah, I love it. Well, congratulations on the award nominations. Again, I have no doubt that you're going to win first. We're throwing that out into the world, right? Because it is deserved. All of this work is just incredible, and not to mention, you are active in the service. So all of this is happening while you're either abroad or moving or traveling around, helping us
doing different things.
Yes, doing different things, but overall helping us maintain our freedoms, and no doubt bringing all of that back to Quincy and Adams County. I just love it so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming in and chatting. I definitely recommend everybody go see our house. Right?
That's right.
The mansion. Also, go check out the museum.
It's free.
It's free. It's going to expand, right?
So right now there's a little bit of we're in some flux.
Yeah.
Because some stuff are taken down because they're building a whole new entrance to the museum. And so we have some really cool things planned for this fall when it opens up.
Perfect. So check that out. Check out the website and just get in the know. I know sometimes we take all this for granted, but it's there for the taking, and it's free. And I think we should all take advantage. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And also, real quick before we go, if anybody wants to donate time or money to the Historical Society, would they reach out the same way?
Yeah, reach out the same way. 222-1835, the year the mansion was built.
The year the mansion was built. There you go. Mr. Rob, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in, and good luck with everything. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, coming up next, I sit down with Steve O'Deer, and we talk about the Masons. Stay tuned.
I feel like nothing changes, and it is time for a change. There's been a discrepancy in transparency over the last couple of years especially, and the people deserve to know what is going on, where their tax dollars are going, what exactly they're being used for, and that too has been an issue. It shouldn't be a fight. It shouldn't be a question. This is how it is. You need to let us know what's going on. My name is April Azate, and I am running for City Council representing Ward 2 in Hannibal, Missouri.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan-favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information.
Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
And welcome back. Joining me now, Steve O'Dear Jr. I forgot the junior last time, so I apologize. But you are here on behalf of the Freemasons, Herman Lodge, number 39 of Quincy, right?
Yes.
Okay, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I know you're really excited to be here. Yeah. No, you're excited to be here to tell me about all the great things that the Freemasons do. I know you may have drawn kind of the short straw, right? You're the one who gets to sit here today. But
Yeah.
I'm excited that you're here because I know I've interviewed your group a few times, but I don't really know. I know a little bit about it, but probably not the extent of everything you guys do, which is why I'm glad you're here to talk to me today. I know specifically about one thing, which I think is incredible, but give me a little information about the Freemasons, who you are, and kind of how you originated.
All right. I'm from Herman Lodge, number 39.
Okay.
We're here in Quincy. We were founded in 1846, primarily as the German-speaking lodge.
Okay.
All the way up to World War I, and then they transitioned over to English-speaking.
Okay.
We raise money for various charities within our organization. Primarily the one that we're doing now is the IMFID. We also sponsor the Academic Bowl.
Okay.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
heard of the Academic
Yes, of
Bowl.
course, yeah.
And that's put on by Illinois Masons at no cost to the schools.
Okay.
Local lodges can sponsor local schools, or they can co-sponsor other small towns if they choose. We also have the IMCAP, which is scholarships for students for college.
Okay.
They also do the Bikes for Books, which helps get children into the spirit of reading.
Yeah.
We also have the IMSAP, which is Student Assistance Program, where we go in and teach educators and teachers how to look for at-risk kids for bullying, substance abuse,
Okay.
all at no cost to the schools.
Okay.
We have IMOS, which is geared to take care of our members, our fallen brothers who've fallen on hard times. If they've passed away, we take care of their widows and orphans.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, the other one, is IMFID, which is the Illinois Masonic Family Identification Program.
Yeah, this one is incredible. I'm sure the others, I don't want to discount everything that you guys do, because I think it's incredible, of course, that this organization exists mainly to give back and to support your Brotherhood of Masons, right? I mean, I love the idea. But the IMFID is something that you never hope you need, but if you do,
It's there for you.
it's there. And you said you're really passionate about this, which I think, almost anyone should be, but maybe we didn't know that it existed.
Yeah,
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, the IMFID, it started out as the ILCHIP, the Illinois Children's Identification Program, founded in 2006 by Illinois Masons. It ran through 2007 up until COVID. Then they shut it down for a while, and now we're really starting to ramp it back up.
Okay.
During that time, they guesstimate about 120,000 kids went through the program.
Yeah.
It's moved now to the IMFID, the Illinois Masonic Family ID, so it includes at-risk adults, especially seniors, with silver alerts.
Yeah. That's a great inclusion for
Yeah,
sure.
Every year, 1 million kids are reported missing and 600,000 adults. It's very important to get your identification through. That way the authorities have a tool to help retrieve you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I love the idea of bringing in adults, because we all know that it's not just children anymore, especially with the rise of autism and other disabilities or disorders that make it harder to identify anyone of any age, right? So especially when they go missing or they, maybe have just lost their way, right? So this comes in how? How do you help? What does the actual process look like?
Well, we first identify an event where we think there's going to be a lot of children or adults that could use our program.
Okay.
And looking through the community calendar, I found the food truck event, and I reached out to the folks down at the Oakley Lindsay Center, and they've been very gracious to allow us to come in and be part of their event.
Yeah.
First, we start off with a color photograph,
Okay.
and then digital fingerprints, and then brief recorded interview, and maybe if height and weight if the parents choose, if we have time.
Sure.
And that's all put on a flash drive that is given to the parents.
Okay.
We keep no information.
hang on to any
as
of
soon
that.
as we hit send to the flash drive, it's gone in our computer.
So it's basically just to facilitate
Yes.
this, right? You're not holding on to it. You're not sending the information. You're not selling it anywhere. It's not.
Some people are apprehensive about
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
it
yeah.
because they think we're going to build a database, and that's not the case at all.
Right.
We also include a DNA swab for the parents to take home, do it at their leisure to put in
Okay.
the kit. We recommend don't put it in the freezer or refrigerator, but put it in a safe place. And God forbid the worst happen, you have a tool that we've designed and implement to help retrieve them back.
Yeah, and it's at no charge.
No charge.
No charge. And you're right, the food truck festival is probably one of the best places to find all these people because there will be kids and adults alike. It's a great idea to set up in the lobby of the Oakley Lindsay Center to get this free resource handed out to people who hopefully, again, will never need it, but if they do, they have the information that can help law enforcement locate their loved one, right?
And if you can't make it to this event, they're held in various communities. You look for your local lodge.
Okay.
We just had one in Carthage, Illinois, not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
And there's 41,000 Masons, roughly over 400 lodges in the state of Illinois. So chances are that you'll find another event if you can't make it to this one.
Yeah, it's incredible. And this one is Saturday, April 12th, right?
Yes, at
and
noon to 5.
Noon to 5 at the Oakley Lindsay Center here in Quincy. It's a great resource. You really have nothing to lose. Go and get this information should you, God forbid, need it someday. You'll have it. And then as far as the other charities or events that you guys hold, I hope you come back on and talk about all of these things. I think what you're doing, again, is just incredible. Now, as far as the Masons go, it is a membership organization,
Yes.
correct? I know that it takes some vetting of people who are interested in becoming members because you guys have a mission and a vision, and you expect your members to uphold that. But how do people learn more about the Freemasons, whether it's this lodge or any other lodge, or how they can get involved, whether it's through membership or being engaged in any of your events or charities?
They can go to ilmason.org.
Okay.
And you can go on and look at becoming a member or view any of our charities, including the IMFID. You want to learn more about it, the tab's right there.
Perfect. So website is ilmasons.org, is that right?
ilmason.
ilmason, no
.org.
plural. Okay, ilmason.org. Go check it out to learn more about what our local chapter does, what you do as a whole. All of these organizations and charities, I think, again, they're just, it's absolutely outstanding that you guys come together and do this stuff. Go to the Oakley Lindsay Center on the 12th, noon to 5. Of course, there's going to be an abundance of food, which is always good. Everybody loves that. And then you can take advantage of the IMFID, which is basically a preparedness measure in case your child or an adult, right, goes missing and you need that information free of charge. Thank you again for coming in and chatting with me. Anything else?
No, thank you for having me.
Of course.
This is a charity that I'm very passionate about again.
Yeah.
I find it very important to safeguard our children and at-risk adults.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and of course, we don't want anything to happen, but preparedness is always better than the opposite.
We've got enough thumb drives to do about 200. So
Okay.
we're hoping for a lot of people to cycle through and get registered.
Yeah, and it shouldn't take too long. And then as far as like the ages, if I have a 14-year-old, she's good to come in.
Good to come.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Yeah, go take advantage of this free resource.
Takes less than 10 minutes.
Okay. Perfect. 10 minutes, free of charge. Go get yourself some great food at the Oakley Lindsay Center, April 12th, noon to 5. Go check out Steve and crew with the Illinois Herman Chapter 39 of the Masons,
Yep.
right?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank
Great
you.
talking to you.
You too.
All right. I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for Coffee Talk.